Kellogg's. You might be surprised to learn that Kellogg's, the global cereal giant, has roots in the religious health movement. The company was founded in 1906 by John Harvey and Will Keith Kellogg, two Seventh-day Adventists, as a result of dietary experiments carried out at Battle Creek Sanitarium in Michigan. The sanitarium, which was run by the church, was where John Harvey developed wheat-based foods for patients' vegetarian diets. In line with his church's teachings, the cornflakes were actually discovered by accident. They toasted some cooked wheat, ground it into flakes, and then toasted it again. Eventually, Will Keith founded the Kellogg Company and added sugar to the original recipe, which led to a dispute with his brother, even though it's no longer tied to its religious roots. Kellogg's focus on nutrition and health still reflects its Seventh-day Adventist heritage. With annual revenues exceeding $13 billion in operations in 180 countries, Kellogg's remains a food industry leader, proving that a faith-based vision of health can transform into a global business empire. Penney, one of the biggest retailers in the U.S., was founded on its current CEO's Christian values. James Cash Penney opened his first store in 1902 in Kemmerer, Wyoming. He named it the Golden Rule Store, which was inspired by the biblical principle of treat others the way you want to be treated. Penney was a devout Christian who applied strong work ethics and integrity to his business. He refused to sell alcohol or tobacco and banned gambling among his employees. He also came up with a new profit-sharing system for employees. In 1913, the company was renamed J.C. Penney Company and quickly grew to 1,000 stores by 1928. Even though he went bankrupt during the Great Depression, Penney made his money back and kept running the company based on his Christian principles. Now, with over 650 stores across the U.S. and Puerto Rico, an annual revenue of about $11.2 billion in 2022, J.C. Penney is proof that religious values can shape a major corporation's culture and last for over a century. Coca-Cola, the world's most famous soft drink brand, has a pretty interesting relationship with religion through its most recognizable icon, the modern-day Santa Claus. Coca-Cola wasn't founded on religious principles, but the image of Santa we know today was shaped by ads created by Haden Sundblom. Sundblom, an American artist of Finnish-Swedish descent, created a series of Santa Claus advertisements for Coca-Cola from 1931 to 1964. His designs were strongly influenced by his Scandinavian Lutheran heritage, which shaped the image of Santa as a friendly, happy figure with a white beard, red coat, and pot belly. Before the Coca-Cola ad, there was a lot of variety in how Santa was depicted in terms of color and style, but Sundblom's version became the standard for how Santa looks around the world. It's a great example of how an artist's religious background can affect global marketing imagery. Coca-Cola was founded in 1886 by John Pemberton, and is now the world's largest beverage company, with annual revenues of around $43 billion and products sold in more than 200 countries. Even though he wasn't officially religious, Sundblom's background shaped one of the most influential and enduring marketing campaigns in business history. Marriott Hotels, one of the largest hotel chains in the world, has deep roots in the Mormon faith of its founder. J. Willard Marriott, a devout member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS, founded the company in 1927 with a root beer stand in Washington, D.C. The influence of Marriott's Mormon faith is evident in the company's business practices. For example, the Book of Mormon is often found in the nightstand drawer of Marriott hotel rooms, alongside the Bible. This reflects the company's commitment to the religious heritage of its founder. Even though Marriott is not an officially church-affiliated company, a strong Mormon work ethic with an emphasis on service and hospitality has shaped Marriott's corporate culture. The company is known for its high standards of customer service, which aligns with Mormon values of serving others. Today, Marriott International operates more than 8,000 properties in 139 countries with annual revenues of approximately $20 billion. Despite having grown into a global company, Marriott has maintained ties with the Mormon community, including employing many members of the LDS Church and supporting various church-related initiatives. Tyson Foods, one of the largest meat producers in the world, was founded by John Tyson, who was deeply religious. Tyson Foods got its start in 1935 as a chicken delivery company and has grown into a food industry giant with annual revenues exceeding $53 billion. John Tyson was a devout Christian who applied his religious values to the company's business practices. This has continued under the leadership of subsequent generations, including John Tyson's son Don and grandson John H. Tyson. One of the most notable ways that religion is present at Tyson Foods is through the company's chaplaincy program. The program, which started in 2000, employs over 100 chaplains from various religious backgrounds to serve the spiritual needs of employees. The chaplains are there for employees 24/7 if they need counseling, crisis support, or spiritual guidance. Tyson Foods is also known for its friendly corporate culture when it comes to religion. The company is supportive of religious expression in the workplace and provides prayer rooms in many facilities. On top of that, Tyson Foods is involved in all kinds of charitable and social initiatives, which shows its Christian commitment to community service. Even though Tyson Foods has faced criticism for its meat industry practices, it's still a great example of how religious values can be integrated into the operations of a large corporation. The company shows that you can focus on your employees' spiritual well-being and still be a global business success. Forever 21. Forever 21 is a global clothing retail brand that was founded by Do-Won Chang and Jin-Suk Chang. The South Korean immigrant couple got the company off the ground in 1984 in Los Angeles, originally calling it Fashion 21. Chang's Christian faith has had a big impact on Forever 21's philosophy and business practices. One of the most obvious examples of this is the printing of the biblical reference John chapter 3 verse 16 inches on the bottom of the company's shopping bags. This verse, which reads, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life," shows Chang's dedication to their beliefs. Forever 21 is also known for selling Christian-themed accessories and apparel, including t-shirts with religious slogans. This practice has sometimes caused controversy, but it's still an important part of the brand's identity. The company grew really fast, going from a single 900-square-foot store to a global retailer with peak revenues of about $4.4 billion in 2015. Forever 21 has had its fair share of struggles recently, including a bankruptcy filing in 2019 and subsequent restructuring. In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, the well-known fast food chain based in California, has a strong history tied to the Christian faith of its founders. The company was founded in 1948 by Christian couple Harry and Esther Snyder, and it's still run according to their religious values today. The most obvious sign of In-N-Out's Christian beliefs is the printing of Bible verses on their product packaging. Since the 1980s, the company has printed Bible verses on the bottom of drink cups, burger wrappers, and bags of fries. For instance, John chapter 3 verse 16 is printed on the bottom of drink glasses, while Nahum chapter 1 verse 7 is printed on fries bags. In-N-Out is a private company, which means it can maintain these practices without pressure from public shareholders. With over 350 locations in 6 U.S. states and annual revenue estimated to exceed $1 billion, In-N-Out shows that a business can succeed while staying true to the religious values of its founder. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, a well-known fast food restaurant chain, has an identity that is strongly linked to the Christian values of its founder, S. Truett Cathy. Founded in 1946 in Hapeville, Georgia, Chick-fil-A has become one of the largest fast food chains in the United States, with annual revenues reaching $16.7 billion by 2022. Cathy's commitment to Christian principles is reflected in various aspects of the company's operations. Most notable is Chick-fil-A's policy of closing on Sundays, allowing employees to rest and attend worship. This policy has been maintained since 1946, despite potentially reducing the company's revenue. The company's mission, to glorify God by being faithful stewards of all that is entrusted to us, explicitly reflects its religious foundation. Chick-fil-A is also known for its exceptional customer service culture, which is often associated with Christian values of hospitality and service. The company has faced controversy over its support of organizations deemed anti-rainbow races, reflecting the conservative views of its founder. Despite this, Chick-fil-A remains popular and continues to grow with over 2,800 locations across the United States. Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is one of the biggest craft and home decor retailers in the U.S. It was set up by David Green, who is a conservative Christian. The company got its start in 1972 in Oklahoma City and has grown into a multi-billion-dollar business with over 900 stores across the U.S. David Green, an evangelical Christian, has always run Hobby Lobby based on his religious principles. This is reflected in various aspects of the company's operations, like closing on Sundays so employees can worship and rest. The company also pays its employees more than the federal minimum wage, which shows that they care about their workers' well-being. The company also donates a lot of its profits to Christian charities and sponsors Christian-themed full-page ads in national newspapers on major holidays. In 2014, Hobby Lobby made national headlines when it won a Supreme Court case against the Affordable Care Act's contraceptive mandate. The company argued that the mandate violated its owners' religious beliefs. The case was a big moment in the ongoing debate about religious freedom and corporate rights. The company also got into hot water over its purchase of ancient artifacts for the Green-sponsored Museum of the Bible. This resulted in a $3 million fine and the return of thousands of artifacts to Iraq in 2017. Hobby Lobby is a great example of how religious beliefs can affect corporate policy and influence national debates about religion and business. It has annual revenues of around $5 billion. Mary Kay Cosmetics. Mary Kay Cosmetics, a global cosmetics direct sales giant, was born out of Mary Kay Ash's faith-inspired vision in 1963. With the motto, God first, family second, career third, Ash built a $3.25 billion empire operating in 40 countries with 3 million consultants. The company is renowned for a culture that emphasizes integrity, fairness, and the Christian golden rule. Practices such as opening meetings with prayer and prayers are often followed. Practices such as opening meetings with prayer and cross-shaped awards reflect its religious roots. A focus on women's empowerment and personal development, which Ash attributes to the teachings of the Bible, characterizes Mary Kay. Despite facing criticism for its business model, the company remains an example of how religious values can shape successful global business strategies. The success of Mary Kay Cosmetics proves that the integration of spiritual beliefs into corporate practices can lead to sustainable growth and significant global impact while still maintaining an identity rooted in the faith of its founder.